And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. Towing the slab in today's game, Jose Barrios. Singy's looking at a nice little milestone here.
Well, he's been sitting on 99 career wins. I think he's got it in him for 100 today. Excited to be in the chair and watch him work.
All right, ready to get underway. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. And here it comes. That one misses, and that is ball one. Just missed.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. It sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand batter waits.
Full count.
Hard hit right side. Fires over to Guerrero. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And a big factor for them in recent games, Austin Barnes.
You know, he's a rarity, Boog, a guy who can really light it up on the road for some reason. Some guys struggle away from their home ballpark, but this guy's better than 350 when he's away from his home ballpark. So I'm looking for him to be a real catalyst in this game today. I mean, they're going to need him to be at his best because most guys just don't consistently perform well at that level away from home.
Mookie Betts stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One out, bases empty. A punch out there. Quick start to this afternoon's action. Two gone. Ohtani at the dish now. Shohei actually hit a few home runs against Los Angeles before signing with the Dodgers as a free agent.
Yeah, that's right. And in fact, Ohtani's first home run against the National League team happened when he was playing against the Dodgers.
And another ball.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Righty delivers. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Two outs, base is empty. Next one misses, and it's 3-2. Teoscar Hernandez waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Three-two. Good job to fight that one off. Two down, nobody on. swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. And we're back. On the hill here today, Rocky Sasaki.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Bottom of the first. And now for the Jays, Andres Gimenez. And a pitch. That one misses. Ball one. The pitch. In for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. One up, one down.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Bo Bichette in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
Ball 3. 3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Full count.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Right-hander kicks, deals. In the air, left side. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
He was late there, strike 1. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Inside, just missed. Bounce to the left side, and that's just foul. Puts and misses. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. We played an inning, no score. welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Berrios back to work. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Berrios, a 6-foot righty, 29 years old, and he was awarded a Gold Glove. Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. Third home run of the season. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Max Muncy at the dish. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. Swing and a base hit. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Miguel Rojas at the plate, looking for better results than last night. He went 0 for 4. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
The pitch.
1-1.
Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. Feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
The 1-1. Ground ball could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. And that's 2.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. Two outs.
No, that's up.
In there at the knees. There's a swing and a drive. Varsho moving back for it. And it hits the fence. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next for L.A., Tommy Edman.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Here comes a pitch. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The next offering misses. 2-1. Runner at second, 2 down. On On the ground to first. And that one handled to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. And the home team down a run. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now in Toronto, Anthony Santander at the plate.
The right fielder.
He's sort of your typical power hitter. Wouldn't necessarily call him a three true outcome guy, but he's in there to hit home runs.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fans dig the long ball, bro.
The right-hander back to work. That misses. Ball one. And the right-hander deals. That one at the knees for a strike.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Right side, hard hit. Barnes sends it to first. And quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth. The third baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. On the line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
One down. Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike. And the righty deals. Ball one there.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Two now. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there, and not a fun assignment for any lineup.
And next is the designated hitter. 2 for 4 in the game last night. And there's a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Ripped into right field, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
All over that one right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So 2 down. And next for Toronto, George Springer.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Fought off foul. Next offering is in for a strike. just too high.
That's a really good take.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're down 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, new inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Austin Barnes. And the right-hander back to work. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to
it. Here's a 1-2. And foul ball. The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now, Freddie Freeman. That one finds the zone. Strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 gone. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Mookie Betts. Struck out swinging his first time.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
First pitch misses. And that's in there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground to third. Clement over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They lead it 1-0. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And the pitch. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Got him. And there's one down. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Andres Gimenez. He's 0 for 1. Wouldn't chase that time. That one a little bit high. 0-2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one misses. 3-0. Home team down a run here in the last half of the third. And he walked him.
Take your base.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Bichette stands in now and watches strike one.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Swing and a miss.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Blue Jays down a run here in the second game of the series. And that's outside. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Throw to second. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, the StatCast help. We see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Right through there for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Just off the inside edge.
1-1.
One-two now. Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Good eye in that spot.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Anthony Santander, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. And a pitch. He fouls it off. Will do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Strike 3. Got him swinging. Third out, and that ends the frame. One left for Toronto. They trail here 1-0. So up next, Shohei Ohtani.
The designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
And he deals. Pitch misses there. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Dodgers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And here it comes. In there. And so now 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering is downstairs. Bounce to the right. Gathers and throws to first. And they get Ohtani for the out. And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered in this game. Inside, just missed. Next pitch is outside. Strike one.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Muncy to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Check swing, no appeal, and it's 1-0. And a strike. And another ball.
2-1.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly, but they're on top 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. The pitch. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, these Jays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. Righty to the plate. Swung on. Broken back grounder to third. On the run, throw to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And stepping in is the speedy Ernie Clement. And he's already singled in this game. Foul ball there. The Blue Jays down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. That misses, and the count is 1-1. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. That one lifted to left. Hernandez calls it in, 2 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Kerr, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Right through there for a strike. And now 2 balls and a strike. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
2-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays, still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Berrios back to work. The shortstop takes a ball. Rojas measures 6 feet even, 190 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. That's in there. That's strike 1. The pitch. And that one fouled off. Bounced up the middle. Bichette throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Doubled his first time up.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
First offering, and it just misses. This to third. Zips it to first. And they get the out on Smith. And here comes Tommy Edman. Grounded out his first time. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Next pitch is outside.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Not even close there. And now 3-2. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
Oh, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Barnes batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Edman off of first with 2 away. And a foul ball. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Smoked on the ground a second. Slings to first, and that is the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, number 7. The pitch. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Next offering is in for a strike. And it skips into dirt. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2.
It's a good take.
Two now. Hammered. Put the extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now the left fielder, George Springer. He's 0 for 1. Ball one, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Man at second. Ripped, but it curls foul. Right side, down the line, and it's foul. He gets there on a slide, fires to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 strike.
Next pitch misses, and that's ball one.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
That's a strike, and the count 1-2. Stays alive. The Dodgers up by a run, last half of inning number 5. And that misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a good eye there. Andres Jimenez waiting for a turn at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays. And he pumps it a strike.
0-1.
Two outs and one in scoring position. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back now in Toronto. Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. And a pitch. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Left-hand batter waits.
Down, ball.
That one ripped. It's a bomb. And that should quiet this home crowd. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Mookie now. Right through there for a strike.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out, and we're in the top half of the sixth. And Mookie takes.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. His home and away splits there. And that's in there for strike one. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. And now it's even up.
1-1.
Kicks and deals. He swings and fouls one off. Right-hander kicks, deals.
Ball 2.
Just missed.
2-2.
That missed by a lot. And now it's 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Chris Bassett, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Number 29, also getting ready. That one catches the zone, and it's 1-1.
That was the pitch to hit. Four-seam fastball instead of that sinker ball that makes you hit it on the ground. He missed a good one.
Ohtani leads off first with 1 away. Hit hard. That gets through. They get it in quickly. So first and second and now one out. So one out with two aboard. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a miss, strike one.
No ball, one strike.
Here comes a pitch. That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Two on, one out. To first, maybe a 2-ball. There's one. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And it's 2-zip. Back after this on the show. Back here at Rogers Center. Well, we go bottom 6. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
The pitch. Right through there for a strike.
That's a foul ball.
And a pitch. Going to count 1-2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws, but no chance to get him, and he'll take first on the strikeout.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr., who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That's in for a strike.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And the righty deals. Late on that fastball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's outside. Now 1-2. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. That one just misses.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Not close with that one, and that's ball 3. Anthony Santander to bat next. Payoff pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony Santander.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
And the pitch. That one missed. That clips the zone. 1-2.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one just misses, and the count is even 2-2. At the belt and fires. Got him! That's out number 2.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 2. And that one is lifted in the air. Bounces over the wall in foul ground. It's an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just one, but 2 runners in scoring position. So they'd love another base hit right here.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Bichette at third. Clement at second with 2 gone. Next pitch is downstairs. Activity in the bullpen. Alex Vesia getting loose out there. Phillips warming up as well. Up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Blue Jays leave a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Chris Bassitt.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
That's it.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas.
The wind of the pitch. Bassitt, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a slurve, and he works in a changeup. Just missed.
2 balls, no strike.
This one high in the air to left center. Springer there makes the catch, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Next offering is down low, and it's a ball and a strike. That's down and in.
2-1.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Back to the mound. On the run, sends it over to first. Got him. Nice play. Two outs, base is empty. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. 2 outs.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
2 down, nobody on. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
He needed out one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Bassett keeping an eye on him. And the batter now, Austin Barnes.
1-0.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out. And that is the inning. And we're back. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here is number 7. The right-hander back to work. And that one clips the corner. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
Rojas with the throw to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-2.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
That's to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Rocky Sasaki done for the day. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead. We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. New arm out of the bullpen, Alex Vesia.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
One gone, runner at first. And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And that one is in for a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The Jays down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next offering is outside. Wouldn't chase that time.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Snap throw to first. And Springer's in there safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
Andres Jimenez up next.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Tying run at the plate. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. And they tie it up. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Andres Gimenez. Slider clips the zone.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And the 0-1 comes up empty. That's strike two.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Bichette in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1. Good eye in that spot.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Good eye right there. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting to hit for Toronto. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. The Jays get a pair on this homer. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now in Toronto. Now it's the second baseman, Austin Barnes.
Austin Barnes.
Bassett back to work. There's a strike. Fouled off. He was late. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boyd. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gimenez throw to first. And Freeman is retired.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. There's a strike. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. That misses, and the count even 1-1. turns and fires to Betts. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball. Pretty well struck. Right field. Bangs off the wall. Around first. Digging for two. Santander gets it back in quickly. Go-ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
He hit that ball really well to deep right field right there. Got a pitch to drive and just stayed through it nicely. Didn't quite have the trajectory to clear the fence, but you're always happy with an extra base hit. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Dodgers bring in a pinch runner, James Outman. Here's Shohei Ohtani. That one is absolutely belted. See you later. And they add a pair. It's 4-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
And now, Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch, and he just misses. And that one fouled off. The 1-1. And another ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. Two-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show. So coming into the game now on defense, James Outman. He takes over in right. To the mound now, they turn to Blake Treinen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The first baseman.
Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
That's way outside. And that's ball two.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Righty delivers. And a good eye there. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and the leadoff batter is on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off his shoulder.
Anthony Santander next up for the Blue Jays. First pitch misses. Check swing, no appeal. Nobody out, runner at first. Well struck. Deep right field. Way back. And out of here. A gigantic blast. Home run number 5 on the season, and we are tied. It's 4-4. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there, no doubt about it. Well, the guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Hernandez ranging after it. Brings it in, and there's one down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Clayton Kershaw looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Stone also throwing. The 1-0. And that's down and away.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Trying into 2-0. And another ball. Number 7 hitting on deck circle. And there's the automatic. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That's a strike.
Full count.
Got him swinging. 2 out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment to get back on track. His team needs him.
And now the DH. Just missed. Treinen, 35 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in Kansas. Tied at 4.
Hook ball.
Up the middle, Rojas whips it to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now tied 4-4. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Set to start the 9th in this one. Here comes Max Muncy. The wind to kick the pitch. And that's through there for a strike. Four in the 9th. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Kirk to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching it thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
And here is Miguel Rojas. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Fastball for a strike. 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Yeah, that's outside. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Tosses to first. Now they get the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Digging in, Will Smith. 1 for 3. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. A wind in the pitch. That one misses, and it's 1-2. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, but he's in there easily.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, and all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Nick Sandlin. He's been so good against lefties. Go ahead run on base. Tommy Edman at the plate. Just missed. Two down, go ahead run in scoring position here in the second game of the series. And he deals. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And now 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to.
And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Here's George Springer to start it off.
The left fielder, George Springer.
The pitch. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Tied at 4.
Ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. The 2-1. And the slider just misses. Dalton Varsho waits on deck. And the right-hander deals. And fouled off. And the 3-2. On the ground to first. The flip to the pitcher covering. One out, bottom of the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lukes.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Line drive, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
New pitcher coming on, the veteran, Clayton Kershaw.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So the batting order turns over. Andres Jimenez next up for the Blue Jays.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Over to first, and he's saved.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
One down, winning run on first. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Edman sprinting for this one. Squeezes it.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. The tag, and got him at second. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. So remaining in the game defensively, Nathan Lukes. He'll be out in center now after pinch hitting. Runner in scoring position, no outs. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Austin Barnes. And here it comes. That's a little bit low. Man at second. Late that time, it's strike 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Tied at 4. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Line, and that's a base hit. Here comes Edman around third.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. One down, runner at first. Now it's going to be James Outman. Up and in, ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One run across in the frame so far here in the top half of the 10th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's 2 away.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Freeman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-4 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Tanner Scott.
66.
This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Well, 1-run game. Now it's the shortstop, Bo Bichette. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
This to center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. That catches the outside corner. Strike 1. The tying run is 90 feet away. Swings and misses. And that's strike 2.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers, they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. 2 on, 1 out. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Outfield is playing shallow. Corners are in, trying to cut down the runner at third. Pitch out, but no action. Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in extra innings. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So
swing and a ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score. And they've tied it again.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there, he doesn't try to do too much.
Now the catcher up to hit, Alejandro Kirk. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two on, two outs. Wouldn't chase that time.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Kicks and deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that is the third out of the inning. Two men left stranded, but they do push across one. On to inning number 11 we go. We're all tied up 5-5. Back now, we're in extras. And there's a new arm on the mound, Tommy Nance. He's making his fourth appearance of the season. At the plate, Teoscar Hernandez.
Listen, there's absolutely no reason to pitch to this guy right here. You nibble, you see if he'll expand his zone, but don't give him anything to hit. If you walk him, not a big deal. You have a double play opportunity set up.
At the belt and fires. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Swings, throw it in. That's a strikeout. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy.
Oh, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
Check swing. He held up. And that is ball one. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. It's in the dirt. Go, and they got him. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Miguel Rojas now at the plate. 0 for 4 with 3 ground outs and a flyout. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1. Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Base hit center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Smith in the box now. Takes strike 1. 2 outs. To the left side, but it is well foul.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Got it. That's the 3rd out.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
And we're back. All set for the bottom of the 11th. Now it's the DH, number 7. Scott back to work. And that one fouled off. Man at second. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him swinging.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And the batter is George Springer. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. Big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Check swing, appeal to first, and he went around. Just enough that time. The winning run on second base. Check swing, now a look down to first. No, he held up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. And next for Toronto, Nathan Lukes.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1. And now the lefty down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Smith gathers, throws to first, got him, inning over on the strikeout. Blue Jays held in check. This ball game still tied 5-all. We're in extras here. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order, struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Flips the corner. It's strike 1 on Edman. Top of the zone for a called strike. The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Austin Barnes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. Strike on the inside corner. Man at second. On the ground. Bichette. And there are 2 outs.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And up next for Los Angeles, Freddie Freeman. Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Coming in as a pinch runner, number 68. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Fought off foul. With the go-ahead run standing at second. And here in extra innings. And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Now into the game, number 68. He takes over as the new first baseman.
Number 58.
New pitcher now, Evan Phillips.
Number 59. Evan Phillips.
So digging in, Andres Jimenez. Known for his late inning heroics. The pitch. And there's a curve through for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And that's in the dirt. A little bit low. Left-hand hitter waits. There's a strike. And another ball. The pitch. Swung on, belted. That's back. And it's off the wall. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Blue Jays win it in 12.
You know, you had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
Six-5 the final here today. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Dodgers, 5 runs, 12 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours, 6 afternoon. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.